how to draw some eyes, how to draw some highs. Hey guys. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to draw some eyes today. Woo! Let's be excited. Okay, so the first one. These are kind of all manga style eyes. The first thing you do is you start with penciling. And now this first eye, I'm not going to really explain it in depth because I just rambled a little bit too long, but well, I guess I'll start a little bit, but I'm going to draw a couple different styles, so you'll see a variety. Okay, so after you after you do the pencil, you can see here that I'm going over the lash line, and I'm actually making it way thicker than I did the pencil. So this one I'm doing the lashes kind of diagonally, partially in the side and partially up. And then I made it kind of thick. But then you can see on the inner part of the lash line, it's just thin, and the eyelashes don't continue near the inside of the eye. I just penciled this little eyelid there. That's how you kind of get that cartoon look. When you do the pupil, what I like to do is, don't worry about doing the glares right now. I just decided I'm going to go over that later, so you'll see. Make it kind of long and thin if you want like a big eye. So this is going to be a big eye. I'll get to some smaller ones later, though, when your pupils aren't so large. Okay, so the next thing you do is, when you ink, always like sit and look at it for a minute, and then see like, what could I fix to possibly make this look a little smoother? And so that's what I did, the last little steps, and I added that little ding ding thing. I don't know what that word was. I just kind of made it up. The little doodad, you know, down at the corner of the eye. Anyway, let's color the iris. And I'm using Copic markers and Prismacolor markers. And I'm just kind of using a bunch of cool colors in here. And I'm going to let all these colors peek through at the end, and you'll see. And yellow. I added that too. Yeah, I added yellow. I'm kind of hyper today. So, this eye, I'm just going to like kind of talk about some stuff first, and then I'll get into other eyes later. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, okay. So some materials you're going to need for this video if you want to do eyes in marker. You can use any kind of marker, but I would say it would be great to use an alcohol-based marker because those are easier for blending. For black markers and for inking, I used to use Faber Castell markers. You can get them in like a Manga pack kind of thing at Michael's, I believe, and it's a pretty decent price. If you take that 40% off coupon in there with you, woo-wee, you're getting a good deal. So I'm using marker paper, which I showed it in my art haul, and I just never got around to using it. Well, I did it for the Legend of Zelda fan art video when I drew Link. If you have not seen that, check it out. It works very well. So, alcohol-based markers and marker paper, those are the goodies. And I use a jelly roller later in the video. And this is like a white gel pen. And I don't know, I can't find it at my Michael's, but maybe you guys have bigger Michael's stores than me. I'm sure you can find it at like on Blix or Jerry's Artarama, whatever. If you have Prism Art Supplies, that's where I found mine. Pacatan's Prism, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything you need for this video. And you don't have to have a ton of colors. Honestly, I still don't have a lot of colors, but I did hit up a sale, which is why I have a couple things added in comparison to my last videos. So that's the first eye. Now, we're going to talk about how to draw some other ones. So now I'm penciling. This is going to be a smaller eye. And you can see my lash line just kind of, I haven't decided yet. And so just keep messing around because you're going to erase your pencil. I cut out some of those parts with the erasing, but it happens. You don't want to go in and do marker if you still have pencil laid out. Like black marker, perfectly okay because that's your inking. But when you color things in with Copic, it's going to smear. So I decided to do this like thick lash line where there aren't really lashes. It's like a smoky eye effect. I would probably draw this on like a villain, you know, like lurking in the distance off the cliffs, and boom, there she is, and she's about to, I don't know. But you get the gist. And so I'm drawing a fat, big pupil on this one compared to the other one. So look at the difference. If you want like a huge, like, woo, surprised eye, I drew like a long, thin pupil because the eye is very wide open. Now this eye is more like squinty, I guess you could say. But notice one thing, I always draw this like little line here for an eyelid, and I'm just showing you colors right now, but anyway, I'm about to color in. There's a lot of other art tutorials on eyes. I know like Bailey J and a couple other people who I really like. They have good art tutorials on eyes too, so you could definitely check them out. But one thing that I noticed that's always consistent with like cartooning eyes is like drawing that little eyelid effect. I used to not do that, and I always wondered like what is missing from my eye. Yeah, I think it was that, because I kind of figured it out after practicing a lot. So I just colored in the iris, and my suggestion to you is like do not limit your colors, and you always color in darker up at the top. Now I'm coloring the white of the eye with gray right now, like warm grays, because that's what I have. And I just blend it down, and it looks really dark right now, and that's just kind of you know. But I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to go over it with a jelly roller, and boom, it's going to have a glossy effect. So it's okay. Now, one thing that you should know when you do eyes and stuff with alcohol-based markers, Prismacolor, Copic, Tria, whatever you use, it's totally okay. You might want to work fast, because when you blend, your markers, your ink still has to kind of be wet. So that's why I'm kind of just like, you see markers just like scattered everywhere right now, because I'm just picking them up and trying to be quick with my blending. That's why it's good to get like your black outlines as pristine as possible before you do this, because that'll really help with the quality. So we're almost done with this one. I'm just coloring the skin around it, and you can see like closer to the nose in the eyebrow, it's a little bit darker. And now I'm going in and adding glares to the eyes. You don't want to go crazy on this, but it's just good to do the glares. And see, in the whites I even did glares too. And then that little water line has the white. So boom, that's the next eye. Now we're going to do another big one. And this one isn't one of my favorites, but it exists out there, so I'm going to show it to you. And it's the one where you don't really draw a pupil. You just do like a ton of color in the eye. I'm not very good at drawing this one, but yeah. So if you want to exaggerate lashes, I mean, you can combine anything from any of these eyes, like put lashes on different eyes, you know, whatever sparks your imagination. I'm just doing like weird big lashes on this one, like you can just fly away with them because they're so big. Yeah. So that's pretty much the outline, and boom, I did add the little eyelid. So once you have that done, you erase as normal. And I just go through and thicken some of the lines if need be. It kind of depends also on the emotion that your eye is conveying. But here you see I'm not drawing a pupil. I'm just going over with blues and greens and just blending to make it darker. And then I'm throwing a couple warm colors in there. And this is warm gray that I'm blending with, and just kind of like soaking the colors together, I guess you could say. And it kind of just, I don't know. A lot of people like these eyes. I don't think I'm the best person at drawing them, honestly. But I did kind of like go overboard with the glares just because, I don't know, maybe they're looking into the moonlight or something, and I don't know, but you could probably get away with doing this with definitely conveying sad eyes, though it does look really cute, I think. Mine probably didn't turn out the best, though, but yeah. It's probably something I should practice more. Maybe that's why I don't like it that much, but still go ahead and do your skin and just normal things that I have said before. But notice that in every eye, though, I'll just emphasize this a lot. The whites of your eyes are not pure white. They will never be just pure white. I mean, that would look kind of creepy if you looked at another human and it's just like as blank as a Microsoft Word document before you even write your name on it, while you're procrastinating while writing a paper. Like, that just, you know? But yeah. So I did add a little bit of white on the waterline and everything too. Yeah. I'm trying to be really detailed. I'm sorry if I'm rambling a lot, but yeah. So let's do one more eye, and we'll do this one a little bit smaller again, but we're going to face it the other direction because I just kind of realized that all my eyes are like, you know, the same eye on the same side. We're going to reflect this stuff now. And we're going to do an eye that's not looking directly at you, so this will be fun. Another kind of like villainy eye. Hoo hoo ha ha ha. Alright. Some more inking and some more fun. You can draw your pupil. And this one is just like kind of cat-like or something, you know? Just having a little bit of fun with it. But this one I'm doing lines in the iris. Instead of with the marker, I'm doing it in black. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So you can see here, there's like tons of different things. I mean, you have so much freedom when it comes to eyes. And another thing, like your eyes do not have to be perfectly symmetrical when you're drawing them, like side by side. I think that's actually what, whoops, sorry, I just kicked my chair. That's what kind of trips up artists, especially when you're really like wanting to perfect a pair of eyes. Just remember, like, it doesn't have to exactly mirror each other. If you want me to do a video drawing two eyes, like, of the same set, you know, let me know, because I will definitely break that down and explain it to you. This one I'm just going to do, like, a warmer colored iris again, and, I don't know, just have a little bit of fun with it. And I'm going to show you, like, with my jelly roller, how you can convey shapes in your eyes. Like, so I said this eye could be like villain-like, but now look at what I'm going to do to this eye. I'm going to completely change it. Like, ha, tricked you guys, because it's not a villain anyway, but you'll see in a second. Because I just kind of, like, spoiler alert. Yeah. But what I'm talking about here is actually with, like, the jelly roller. Or the glare of the eye. This eye looks kind of evil right now, but wait, there's more. Dun 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 dun. Let's just open this jelly roller now, and boom! Boom! See, you can convey like a little heart, and it's a little overboard, but it's still kind of cute, so that's that. Alright, so these are the first 4 cartoony eyes that I'm drawing. If you want me to do more and make this a series or something, let me know. I will do a realistic eye tutorial in the future. Anyway, that is all, and thanks for watching. If you have more questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll leave the materials in the description below. Alrighty, thank you. Bye.